好，接下来玩这个，我们的心灵杀手。啊，等我一下，我去上个厕所。好的，回来了。 那我们就继续游戏。今天是第3集。
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious.
FBI.
You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
Randall.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a
它
nice
怎么
girl.
一跛一跛
Always
的
pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from
你
the
是不是
local
峰哥
newspaper's
啊
archives.
从小
This
看你
place
踢球
is
长大的
crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer. But I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Oh.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
So， 那个赞恩我好像在哪里有看过，这个名字很熟悉，是不是在家里看过？是什么声
It
音
gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark.
午夜茶，
Anyway,
台风有
Al,
个
I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you
真
met.
假？
What,
所以
the
是那
lamp
个
lady? She can be a
是那
little
个
loopy, but she's not homeless.
穿全身穿黑黑的呢？
Anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
OK， 所以在哪里呀？你是不是随便带我们乱晃啊，峰哥？我尊敬你，叫你一声峰哥哦。
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
我只是来见见我的小粉丝啦。明明就是来找我的，你走那么快干嘛回？敲，不是用踢哦。
Welcome to. Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
为什么那边有一个黑影呢？
Oh yes. Yes. Please come in.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. a muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry.
你不知道吗？日本
Yeah.
对日本来说，要
hey,
大声一点才是对师傅的尊敬啊。
Barry. What?
啊，被下药了！你这个臭！哇，完了！
Hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely
下。
wife. You must finish what
哇，这个
you
好像你哦。
I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
哇，他怎么开闪现
I
的？
felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality.
这不是喜剧啦！
But it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her.
如果是我妈让叫我起床，我真的会被吓死。
She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place.
再也不敢爬不起来了。
Circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be
好，晚安。
It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
早点休息啊。晚安，晚安。哇，怎么都是我的书籍哦，还有我的照片。哦，我来加引导。看来这个粉丝真的是很粉哦。
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
哦，安妮奈提安呢？
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
你这个姿势。
You're right.
我拿一下保温瓶。哇，你怎么蹲在地上？
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
你是不是
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me
吸什么
and
东
left its
西呀
mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials?
是什么？
Thank you. A nice day.
哇，完了，神志不清了啊！然后我要怎么出去？离开露营车库，啊，出口应该在这边。哦，
My
一份
gun
原
and
稿。
flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
上车。其实我也是真的很想上车。啊，我要怎么上车？我记得他是带我从这里过来。这附近有没有东西可以拿？先搜寻一下好了。感觉等一下一走出去可能要打怪了。有没有手电筒或手枪之类的啊？不能进。后面呢？没有东西。诶？船呢？哦，抱歉，不是故意的啦。 哎，那里有一个亮亮的东西，应该是要往这里走。
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know, I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had argument with Danny, Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me on bail today. And now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen.
哦，是怎样欲言又止？
I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
哦，欲言又止。他不是那个在警局被关的那个喝酒闹事的吗？最讨厌人家讲话讲一半的，到底要讲什么？哎，又有一个保温瓶，这到底能干嘛？可是我现在没有武器，也没有手电筒。啊，对，刚刚有捡到一个原稿。兰道夫打电话给警察。
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
什么？以为我们是想干坏事吗？想干坏事的走巴特啦！就说了，我只是来看我的小粉丝。哎，我走回头。嗯？什么声音？啊，婴儿的声音。等一下，等一下，我看一下外面有没有东西。哦。哇，我不能进去。有小婴儿在哭哎，我怎么帮他啊？
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
啊，等一下啦！
God knows what you've done to that poor girl. This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest. You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Triple A!
哦，骇客任务哦！
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on.
Come on.
Get after him. Don't let him get away. Move it, move it, move it. I'll have you shot if you let him get away.
逃离警察，逃命喽！这就是引导我走这里吧。我也只能走这里啦。There! Freeze! Hey! 哇
Oh, damn.
跑！冲出封锁线！回个血。那是原稿还是人？哦，原稿。
Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Ah. 哦，我什么东西都没有哎。这有一个原稿。
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. Pretty girl, she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
黑暗魅影。为什么警车上没有人啊？不是应该有一个警察，然后给我个枪或手电筒？怎么又变成我有武器了？明明就没武器啊！你又不给我，不是应该要给我一个手枪、一个手电筒吗？和我的招牌。这不是我的招牌吗？这样我什么东西都没有耶！小心坠落！信号枪。
Search the
搜索这个区域。
Stay sharp. This way.
This way.
Over here.
Over here. 今朝，今朝，在追我啊！
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
啊，又没东西。
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I
哦，警察很气馁。哦，直升机都来了。那等下直升机也差不多了啦。 果然乌鸦，再见了。Goodbye。Bang。这就是主角光环。 来到这边，这边应该会有东西吧？你先去上面摸一下，可以看吗？哦，还要投钱哦。 就做一个保温瓶，啊，没有武器哦。
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you doing? Come on. Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in and take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.